friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. I wanted to give my thoughts as a vampire on working night shift. Now, I know, we've all seen the memes. You know, some guy saying, night shift is fine, join us. And it's just Travis, 23 years old, looking like an aged skeleton. Now, I don't believe in this fallacy that says that night shift has to be, like, inherently bad for you. And I'm gonna tell you why. So now I've only been working night shift for, like, a few weeks now, but so far I'm liking it. Now, hey, that may change over time, but so far so good. Gonna give a hot take here. So, firstly, working, I feel from my personal experience that working that insane retail shift schedule where, like, the days and times are completely different each week, that felt way more damaging to my body and psyche than what I'm doing now. Secondly, so it's night shift and you get, like, multiple days off in a row, guaranteed. I feel like having multiple days off in a row is just truly healing. And also having the same hours and days every single week, like, just having a regular schedule, it's really, really nice. So I feel like those things are what people who have to, like, flip-flop between, like, day and night, yeah, that would absolutely just, like, ruin your body. But, like, if you're consistently sleeping during the day, like, you have regular hours of sleep and regular hours of work, like, I just don't really see the problem. I feel like you can adjust to really anything as long as it is regular, right? At least I feel like I can. Maybe I'm built different, let me know. But yeah, like I said, as long as you're getting at least, like, a full, 7 to, like, 10 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period, I just fail to see how that's bad. I just fail to sleep is sleep. Like, I don't know. Next point. Let's see. Yeah, I understand that vitamin D is a concern. However, I live in a region of the world that does not get a lot of sun. I am also goth. I also just don't go in the sun that much anyway. Like, I already had low vitamin D as per my most recent blood test. So, like, I've already been supplementing, guys. Like, that is just not even changing for me. Whatever. The other thing that I really like about night shift is just, like, not having to talk to so many people all day. Like, I've worked a lot of sales jobs or, like, jobs with some kind of goals, right? So if it wasn't a sales goal, it was like some kind of, like, inventory or, like, cashier speed, like, whatever. Like, there's just, like, goals all the time. Like, you're constantly measured on metrics that are often not even fully in your control, right? And you're constantly getting scolded for, especially with sales, like, not convincing enough people to buy your product or whatever. And that was just double bad, right? Because you have the exhaustion of the social interaction, plus you're trying to get something out of that person, which is just, like, another exhausting task. It's just, I really hope I never have to go back to that. Like, yeah. The other thing that I'm liking so far. I like that things start opening after I get off work. Like, I might have to wait a couple hours. I get off like pretty early in the morning, so I might have to wait like a couple hours. But things are starting to open after I leave work. Whereas when I was working other jobs, I would get out of work and like, I don't know, I live in a place with like no 24-hour anything. Like, there's just like no 24-hour gyms, there's no 24-hour like Walmart, like whatever. So there would just be like nothing open. Or things would like start closing, or when I was working quote unquote a 9 to 5, it really was like more of a 8 to 6, but we won't get into that. A pseudo 9 to 5. Everything was just slammed, you know, after work. The after work rush was really real. So that sucked. So I like that things are starting to open. I look like the early bird, you know, and there's just less people. I think that might be the theme here, is like, I just like limiting my social interaction with the general public, right? So maybe that makes me a recluse. I don't really care. In that same vein, I like that as I'm leaving work, the sun is coming up, not going down. Because if I want to take a walk, which I am oft to do, yeah, I don't have to worry about it being like dark and scary at night. You know, I'm not trying to walk around, take a walk at night. Not really. No, thank you. So sun's coming up. If I want to go outside, again, early bird, early looking walk. And I'm into that. You know, because I can block out like the sun with curtains and stuff. Like, that's not a problem. The problem is like when the outside, like, I can't change that. Right. Another pro. Now this is a little more specific to me, maybe not like the average person, but laundry is now a breeze. And you might be wondering why I say that. I live in a building that has no in-unit laundry. It's at least on site, and in the middle of the night, I do not have to fight for washer dryer. It's wonderful. So yeah, I will be getting in-unit laundry soon somewhere else, because this is not it. But for now, you know, being up at night, yeah, it's pretty legit. I also find there's a lot less distractions than during the day. I feel like I'm getting more art done and like YouTube stuff done. You know, as long as I'm not just like straight up avoiding, you know, my tasks. But I feel like, you know, nothing's open in the middle of the night. I don't really want to or need to go outside in the middle of the night, etc. Like, I'm just like more inclined to be sitting there twiddling my thumbs, a little bit bored, and therefore more likely to work on my creative projects. So I'm liking that. I also have this weird belief, and tell me, check me if this is weird, but I low-key feel like some people, I feel like it's mostly introverted people, but especially like artists, they need more brainwave room in the cosmic space, right? So like they need more brain room to think and work. And when everyone is asleep, like everyone around them, everyone is asleep, their brain waves seem to take up less space, as it were. So there's more room. And again, it might just be less, that might just be hippie woo-woo on my part. But I don't know, there's just like a really different vibe when everyone around you is asleep, if that makes sense. So maybe that's why artists like to work at night. I don't know. I know a lot of artists that they really like to work at night. Now you may be wondering, are there any cons to this vampire lifestyle? And really the only con I could think of was most of my friends, sorry, ignore my turning paper. I am a madman. I must organize my thoughts on paper the old-fashioned way. Where did my cons go? Where did it go? Alright, hold on. Hold, please. Ah, there we go. Okay, my one con is, most of my friends live, like, a few time zones away from me, so there were already time zone issues. Oh, not me bumping the mic. Yeah, there were already time zone issues, and it was already kind of hard to coordinate hangouts online and stuff. And now that I am night shift, it has only been exacerbated, right? So, like, we'll get each other's messages, you know, 12 hours later, because, like, someone was asleep, right? And so that does kind of suck. Admittedly, yeah, I love them dearly. Like, I'm not just gonna, like, not try to hang out with them, but maybe I need more friends in my time zone. Is that a sign of, you know, is that what that means? I don't know. But yeah, that's really the only con, is, like, hanging out with people. Because the Lord knows I'm not compromising on sleep. No, ma'am. A bitch needs sleep. So, like, love you guys. I will wake up a few hours early. But yeah, I'm not trying to, like, stay up for 24 hours straight, you know? Just to, like, I don't know, like, yeah, that is where we get into the territory of messing up your body. So, trying to avoid that so I don't end up like our metaphorical Travis at the beginning of the video. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me draw random stickers while I talk about this change in my life. Questions, comments, concerns in the comments. And thank you for watching.